Okay, welcome to the bees skill training video. As always, you can download the attached PDF to follow along. So in ladybugs and spiders, we went through addition and subtraction with 10 pairs that involved more than one rod. However, we also need to be able to handle the situation that involves the 5 bead on a single rod. And that's what we're going to learn in our bees lessons. And so we're now going to introduce one more concept, which is the 5 pair. And there are only 2 of them, 4 and 1 and 3 and 2. And so this first video is going to look at the 5 pair addition rule. And the 5 pair addition rule is quite simple. We just add the 5 and subtract the 5 pair of the number we want to add. So let's jump into a couple of examples so we could see how we use this new 5 pair for single rod operations. Okay, so here I'm going to start off with 12, and then I'm going to add 2. Okay, well that's simple enough. And now I need to add 4. Okay, as you can see, well, I don't have 4 earthly beads to add, and so I can't add the 4 directly. However, I do have this big old 5 bead up here, the heavenly bead available that I could use to add 4. So using our 5 pair addition rule, I'm going to add 5, and then I'm going to subtract 4's 5 pair, which is 1. So adding 4 is equivalent to adding 5 and subtracting 1. All right, and then lastly we are going to subtract 7, so I'll just pinch out that 7 there, and we have a final answer of 11. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look at a second example. All right, in this example we're going to start off with 14, and then right away we need to add 3. Well, I can't add 3 directly here because I've used all of my earthly beads. But again, I have this 5 bead available for me to use here. So I'm going to use our 5 pair addition rule, where I'm going to add 5 and then subtract 3's 5 pair, which is 2. So adding 5 and subtracting 2 is equivalent to adding 3. Next I need to subtract 8. Well, I can't do that, so I have a spider subtraction move. I take 1 from the rod on the left and add 2. And then I need to add 7. Well, that's our ladybug 10 pair addition rule. I add 1 to the rod on the left and subtract 7's 10 pair 3, and I have a final answer of 16. So there we got bees, spiders, and ladybugs all in one problem. Okay, let's try another example here. All right, this example will start off with 4, and then we need to add 9. Okay, well, that's our 10 pair addition rule. I add 1 to the next rod left and subtract 9's 10 pair 1. And then I need to add 2. Well, I only have 1 earthly bead here, so I don't have enough earthly beads to add the 2 directly. But again, I have my 5 bead up here. So I'll add 5 and then subtract 2's 5 pair, which is 3. So again, adding 2 is equivalent to adding 5 and subtracting 3. And then lastly, I'm going to add 5. Well, that's a straight up 10 pair addition. I add 1 to the next rod left and subtract 5's 10 pair 5 for a final answer of 20. Okay, let's go ahead and do one last example. All right, in this example we start off with 14, and then I need to add 1. Well, I have no earthly beads to add 1, but I have my 5, so I add the 5 and subtract 1's 5 pair, which is 4. So there we have a 5-pair movement where we are adding 1 by adding 5 and subtracting 4. Next, I'm going to add 5. Well, that's a 10-pair move, so I add 1 and subtract 5's 10-pair 5. And then I need to subtract 3. Well, that's spiders, so I'm going to subtract 1 from the next rod left and add 3's 10-pair, which is 7, for a final answer of 17. So there you have an introduction to the 5 pairs in the Bees skill training. And if you need to, please go back and review some of the movements. We had some interesting examples there that combined both the 10-pair movements and the 5-pair movement. So good luck and keep training.